you know. So pure proper communist society seeks to try to eliminate all that sort of thing, and you still strive to have a strong economy and all the rest of it sort of thing, but everything is shared equally, guys, and all your basic needs of life are met. So, someone like myself, who's not a drug addict, who's not an alcoholic, who's never been involved with organized crime or anything of that nature, I'm a super decent person, I'm a sensible person, I'm a logical person, I'm a respectable person. I always lived that way my entire life, sort of thing. I'm a little bit different. I function outside the system to a very large degree, sort of thing. I don't want to be a part of the rat race and all that sort of stuff. So somebody like myself falls through the cracks of society and has to face the possibility of homelessness every single day of his life, currently anyway, because I won't play this current game, sort of thing. Not because I'm a bad person, not because I've done anything in my life to contribute to ending up that way, but just because I'm a different kind of person. I think differently, I have different philosophies, different beliefs and so on, and because of it, I fall through the cracks and, end up, worrying about even my basic necessities in life, sort of thing, A true, pure, proper communist society would prevent that from happening to anybody. So your basic needs of living, to be able to live, be able to continue to live, to survive, would be met regardless, Now, that doesn't mean to say once at all, guys, that you're not expected to contribute back to society in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why people keep saying that socialism and communism perpetuates laziness and perpetuates dependency on the state. So it can, yes. I'm not saying it doesn't or that it can't, but it doesn't have to be that way, guys. That's what I'm saying. It can be structured in such a way that it doesn't have to be that way, So the kind of capitalism that we have here in the West, here in Canada, particularly down in the States, sort of thing, isn't good either. It's far, far from good, and it is its own form of totalitarianism as well. But people don't want to see that, because when you're brainwashed by that particular type of system, you can't see beyond that type of system and what it does to people. How it perpetuates a terrible class system where you have the super rich that are living, off the backs of everyone else, and then you have like people in almost abject poverty living side by side to them in such an unjust society that it should be criminalized. It should never exist. Not in this day and age, in a world where everybody's thinking and being enlightened and living outside the box and living outside the system and trying to create better systems for ourselves, guys. So I can only hope and pray that what I'm saying here right now, guys, is it's registering with some people, and you're grasping the deeper concepts I'm trying to get across there, and how I personally see how it ties into the Star Trek series, and why I personally feel that this is one of the reasons why Star Trek has endured for over half a century now, and why it continues to be popular with people, because it presents those deeper ideas and concepts and philosophies that I am virtually 100% certain, guys, would make this world a vastly, vastly different place if we all started to work toward. So okay then, on that note, I guess it's time for me to clue up here. Yeah, almost an hour in there now, guys. So that's going to be over 15-minute videos now, if not a bit longer there, guys. I mean 70-minute videos. So yeah, so that's about it for now then, guys. A bit of a long chatter now. Hopefully you'll follow through with it, sort of thing. I'm trying to remain coherent here. I'm trying to be perky as I'm talking and so on. That sometimes the thoughts come to me so quickly, guys, I can hardly get them out fast enough. Other times I got to struggle with trying to vocalize what I'm trying to get across here, sort of thing. But it's the way I've been thinking now, or more or less the way I've been thinking ever since I was my latter childhood years, early teenage years, all throughout my life, sort of thing. And you know what, guys, something else too, for all you religious people out there, sort of thing, this is perfectly 100% within the framework of the Christian gospel as well. As I understand the Christian gospel, okay? As I understand the life of Yeshua ben Yosef, the Jewish sage that tried to revolutionize the world with his deep, profound, progressive ideas about how humanity should live. Got nothing to do with the dogma of Christianity, the way it's developed and all the rest of it. He was a great visionary as well, and he had an idea for the world and for humanity that, again, if we were to all follow it rightly, the deeper concepts beyond the surface religious nonsense that we all get on with within this particular religion, about hellfire and damnation. If you don't accept them as your personal savior and blah blah blah, you're damned for all eternity and all that nonsense. That had nothing to do with his message, guys. Absolutely nothing to do with his message. That all came well after the fact, sort of thing. So his deeper, more profound message harmonizes perfectly with this message as well, because when you even read about the first century Christians and how they lived communistic lives, guys. When they became a part of that community, what was evolving into the Christian community sort of thing, as followers of the message of Yeshua, they were told, give of all your possessions to the poor and share everything equally. That is pure communist thinking, guys. And it's in the Bible, and it's in Christian teachings and all the rest of it. So nobody can brainwash me to think differently, that even Christianity itself in its purest form isn't also a form of communism. Because communism in its purest form, in its undiluted form, is not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't stifle free thought. It doesn't stifle free thinking, belief, or anything of that nature sort of thing. It isn't dictatorial. It's got nothing to do with any of that sort of thing. That's a horrible, horrible, horrible corruption of it, guys. It's just, again, everybody living together, living equally, sharing the wealth of the land equally, contributing equally, looking after one another equally, supporting one another equally to create a better world for everybody, guys. And there's absolutely nothing under the sun wrong with that, evil about that, in any way, shape, or form. So, okay then. Alright, leave it on that note now, guys. Okay, now I'm an hour in. So leave it on that note, guys. Everyone take care. God bless. And again, we are what? January, February, March. 3 months into the new year now. Hopefully your new year is unfolding well. And a lot of you are having more productive and secure New Year's than I'm kind of having so far. But could be worse, I suppose. So I keep my spirits up and just do my best here, guys. And my deeper underlying philosophies of life will never change till the day I draw my last breath. Simple as that. Alright, everyone take care. God bless. And over now, guys. Bye-bye.